Have you ever felt like someone understood exactly how you were feeling, without you even saying a word? That's the magic of body language. It's happening all the time. Our gestures, facial expressions, and postures are constantly sending messages, even when we're not aware of it. In this video, we're breaking down the secrets of body language, diving into the science behind it, and uncovering common mistakes that could be holding you back. Let's get started. 1. Body language is unconscious. The first thing to know is that most of our body language happens unconsciously. It's not like we're walking around thinking, "Let me tap my fingers to show I'm anxious," right? But that's exactly what our bodies do. Take fidgeting, for example. When you're nervous, your body often needs to release that energy somehow, so you might start tapping your fingers, biting your nails, or even bouncing your leg. This isn't something we plan, it's a natural response to stress. In fact, a study by Dr. Albert Mehrabian, a pioneer in body language research, found that 93% of communication is nonverbal. That means your tone of voice, facial expressions, and gestures are often more important than the words you're saying. So even if you're trying to mask your feelings, your body might give them away. 2. Resting face and common mistakes. Let's talk about your resting face. You've probably heard of resting bitch face. But even if you don't think you have one, your neutral expression might still be sending unintended messages. For example, if the corners of your mouth naturally point downward, people might think you're upset. If you have two lines between your eyebrows, it can look like you're angry or tense. And if your eyebrows are raised all the time, it might come off as nervous or surprised. But there are some mistakes that go beyond just resting face. One big one, showing too much of the whites of your eyes. This can signal anxiety or fear, even if you don't feel that way. Another mistake is the one-sided smile. You might think it looks playful, but it can actually signal contempt, like you're being dismissive or scornful. And finally, there's the fake smile. Studies show people can spot a fake smile almost instantly because genuine smiles engage the muscles around your eyes. In one experiment, participants were shown photos of people with fake smiles and genuine smiles. The group looking at genuine smiles reported feeling happier themselves, while the group with fake smiles didn't feel much of anything. So if you're going to smile, make sure it's authentic. 3. Body language is contagious. Have you ever noticed that when someone you're talking to crosses their arms, you suddenly feel like crossing yours too? Or when someone leans in, you find yourself doing the same. That's called the chameleon effect. The chameleon effect is when we unconsciously mimic the body language of the people around us. It's a natural way to build rapport and make others feel comfortable. In fact, researchers at New York University found that when people mimic their conversation partners' gestures and posture, they were more likely to be liked and trusted. So next time you're trying to connect with someone, pay attention to their body language. Subtle mirroring can make the conversation flow more naturally. 4. Crossing your arms sends the wrong message. Now, let's address one of the most common body language habits, crossing your arms. It seems harmless, right? But this simple gesture can make you look closed off or even defensive. When you cross your arms, you're essentially putting up a barrier between yourself and the person you're talking to. It might feel comfortable, but it sends a message that you're not fully open to the conversation. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that people who kept an open posture were perceived as more approachable and confident than those who crossed their arms. 5. Slouching hurts your confidence. We've all been guilty of slouching, especially after a long day. But did you know it can affect how others see you, and even how you feel about yourself? When you slouch, you're signaling disinterest or a lack of energy. But here's the kicker, it also makes you feel less confident. A study by Amy Cuddy at Harvard University found that adopting power poses, like standing tall with your shoulders back, can actually boost your confidence levels. So even if you don't feel confident, adjusting your posture can help trick your brain into feeling more powerful. 6. Eye contact is key. Let's talk about eye contact. It's one of the easiest ways to show someone you're listening and engage, but it's also something a lot of people struggle with. Researchers at the University of Wolverhampton found that making eye contact not only helps you focus better, but also improves how the other person perceives you. It's a sign of respect and attention. But there's a balance. You don't want to stare too intensely. A good rule of thumb is to maintain eye contact about 60 to 70% of the time during a conversation. 7. Body language and culture. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. Body language isn't universal. Sure, smiling usually means happiness, but beyond that, things can get tricky. For example, in Japan, maintaining prolonged eye contact can come off as rude, while in Western cultures, it's a sign of confidence. Even gestures like pointing or giving a thumbs up can have completely different meanings depending on where you are. So if you're interacting with people from different cultures, it's important to understand the context to avoid misunderstandings. 8. Micro-expressions. The truth in a split second. Finally, let's talk about micro-expressions. These are super quick facial expressions, sometimes lasting less than half a second, that can reveal someone's true emotions. Dr. Paul Ekman, a leading researcher in this field, found that microexpressions are incredibly accurate indicators of emotion because they're almost impossible to fake. For example, someone might flash a quick expression of anger before putting on a calm face. Learning to spot these can help you get a deeper understanding of what someone's really feeling. Body language is everywhere. It's like a second language we're all speaking, even if we don't realize it. By becoming more aware of your own signals and paying attention to others, you can improve your communication skills, build stronger connections, and even boost your confidence. So, what body language tip surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.